It was a stormy winter night. Rain lashed against the tall glass windows of Crescent Heights Tower, the most prestigious building in the city. Inside, high above the bustling streets, Dyin, a 34-year-old billionaire CEO known for his unshakable demeanor, was still in his office reviewing contracts. His employees called him a man of steel, brilliant, driven, and almost heartless. Just as the clock struck midnight, a faint but hurried knocking came at the massive oak door of his private office. Dyin frowned. "No one dares disturb me at this hour." The knocking grew desperate. "Come in," his commanding voice filled the room. The door creaked open, revealing a drenched little girl, no more than 7 years old. Her thin, trembling figure looked so fragile under the harsh light. She clutched the door frame, her lips quivering, her big brown eyes brimming with tears that mixed with raindrops on her pale face. Dyin's usual stern expression faltered for the first time in years. They hurt my mom," the girl's voice broke like fragile glass. "She's dying, please help us." For a man who believed he had seen everything life could throw at him, Dyin felt his heart jolt painfully at the child's plea. Chapter 1: The Little Girl's Plea. Dyin stood frozen for a moment, staring at the small figure before him. He noticed the bruises on her tiny hands, her muddy shoes, the way she hugged herself as if to stop the cold from swallowing her. "What's your name?" he asked, his voice softer now. "Lily," she whispered. "My mommy's hurt bad, she swallowed hard, tears spilling freely. "Men came to our house. They were angry, they hit her, and now she can't move. I didn't know where to go, so I came here. I saw your big building. You're rich, you can save her, right?" Dyin's chest tightened. He had built an empire worth billions, yet in that moment he felt powerless against the child's simple plea. Chapter 2: A Painful Past Resurfaces. Dyin quickly grabbed his coat and bent down to meet Lily's eyes. "Take me to her," he said firmly. As they rode down in the private elevator, Dyin couldn't help but glance at Lily. Her bravery stirred something buried deep within him, a memory of his own childhood. His mother had once been hurt too, when they were poor and living in a rough neighborhood. No one had come to help them. He clenched his fists. "Not this time. I won't let another child go through that." Chapter 3: The Mother's Condition. They arrived at a dilapidated apartment complex far from the shining skyline Dyin ruled over. The hallway smelled of damp wood and despair. Lily led Dyin to a small, dimly lit room where a woman lay unconscious on a thin mattress. Her face was bruised and her breathing was shallow. Dyin knelt beside her, his business suit soaking in the dampness of the floor. "Call an ambulance now," he ordered his driver, who had followed them. "Mommy," Lily whispered, clutching her mother's limp hand. "Don't leave me." Dyin gently placed a comforting hand on Lily's shoulder. "She's going to be okay, I promise." Chapter 4: The Fight for Life. At the hospital, the doctors revealed that Lily's mother, Alina, had internal bleeding and needed immediate surgery. But there was more. Alina had been struggling with severe anemia due to years of overwork and malnutrition. Dyin felt a surge of guilt. How many people like her live invisible lives in my city while I sit in my penthouse? For hours, they waited outside the emergency room. Lily refused to leave Dyin's side. Her small fingers curled around his hand for comfort, and he didn't pull away. Finally, the doctor came out. "She's stable for now, but recovery will be slow. We'll need to keep her here under close observation." Lily's eyes sparkled with tears of relief. "Thank you, sir. You saved my mommy." Dyin looked down at her fragile smile and felt something shift in his heart. Chapter 5: The Harsh Reality. Over the next few days, Dyin learned more about Alina's story. She was a single mother, working 2 jobs as a cleaner to provide for Lily. The men who had hurt her were debt collectors, thugs hired by a loan shark she had borrowed from to pay for Lily's school fees. Dyin was furious. His legal team swiftly took action against the loan shark, and the culprits were arrested. But what moved Aiden most was Alina's resilience. Even in her hospital bed, she worried about not being able to work and provide for her daughter. "You've done enough," Aiden told her gently one day. "You deserve to rest and heal. I'll handle everything else." Chapter 6: Healing Hearts. During Alina's recovery, Aiden often visited, bringing small gifts for Lily: a sketchbook, crayons, even her favorite strawberry cupcakes. Lily began to brighten up, her laughter echoing softly in the hospital hallways. Aiden discovered that Lily had a love for drawing. One evening, she shyly handed him a drawing of himself with a smile, something he rarely wore. "You look nicer like this," she said innocently. For the first time in years, Aiden laughed. Chapter 7: Challenges and Redemption. As Alina regained her strength, she hesitated to accept Aiden's help beyond the hospital bills. She didn't want charity. "I don't want Lily to grow up thinking we survived because of someone's pity," Alina confessed one afternoon. Aiden respected her pride but assured her, "This isn't pity. This is me trying to make up for the times I didn't help others when I could. You're not alone anymore." Still, it wasn't easy. Alina struggled with trust, having been hurt too many times before, and Aiden wrestled with his own guarded heart, learning to open up again after years of burying his pain in work. Chapter 8: A New Beginning. Months passed. Alina fully recovered and was offered a respectable job at one of Aiden's charitable foundations, not as a favor, but because her determination and skills impressed the team. Lily thrived in her new school, often bragging to her friends about her Uncle Aiden, who was no longer the cold CEO everyone feared, but a man who had learned to care again. Slowly, Aiden, Alina, and Lily formed a bond that felt like a family built not by blood, but by compassion, healing, and second chances. Final chapter: A Message of Hope. On Lily's 8th birthday, Aiden surprised her with a painting framed in gold. It was her first drawing of him smiling. "This is where it all began," Aiden said softly. "You reminded me that sometimes even the strongest need to be reminded to care." Alina's eyes shimmered with gratitude as she whispered, "Thank you for saving us when we had no one." Aiden replied with a gentle smile, "No, you both saved me too." Moral of the story: life can be cruel and unpredictable, but compassion can heal even the deepest wounds. Sometimes, the strongest bridges are built between strangers who refuse to let each other fall. Call to action for viewers. If this story touched your heart, leave a comment below and share your thoughts about Lily's bravery and Aiden's transformation.